swear I should learn to be happy. Never dreamed that a home could be dark and cold. I was told every day in my childhood, even when we grow old, home should be where the heart is. Never were words so true. My heart's far, far away. Home is too. What I'd give to return to the life that I knew lately, and to think I complained of that dull provincial town. Is this home? Am I here for a day or forever? Shut away from the world until who knows when. Oh, but then, as my life has been altered, once it can change again. Entire walls surround me, change every lock and key. Nothing lasts, nothing holds all of me. My heart's far, far away, home and
Thank you very much, Cleo. Oh, we're still clapping. Keep clapping. Oh, thank you, Cleo. We'll let you enjoy your salads for a little bit as you're getting served, and then we'll start our program momentarily. Thank you, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for everybody for attending today. Of course, we want to give a very special thanks to Table 3, Cornerstone Wealth Strategies, for helping sponsor this event, and also, of course, the CG Public House for hosting us. With the help of both of those groups, every single penny that you donate today will go straight to our project. But really, thank you. Like a true millennial, I have my notes on my phone. I also wanted to, of course, do a couple of quick introductions and thank yous to some people in the room. Our ACT staff is mostly here with us today. I'm going to call you out a little bit. We have Julie over here, who is our education director, sitting right next to Alexia Bickett, who is our office assistant, who without would probably never get anything done. And Adele Connors is our development and marketing director. And at some point, Josh Darby, who is our artistic director, will be wandering in. But he is, of course, teaching theater to young people right now. I also wanted to recognize our board members that are currently with us. If you are a board member with us, please stand up and give a quick wave. We're going to do the stand-up, sit-down game. Stand up, wave. Hi, everyone. Thank you to all of them. We also, I'm going to mention too, we also have several of our founding board members here today. And wave and stand as you'd like to. Ginny and Joe. Hi. Hey, guys. 22 years ago, 5 wonderful humans sat in Linda Hoffman's living room and talked about why it would be important to have children's theater here at... Oh, I didn't age you at all. It's fine. To have a children's theater available here in the Tri-Cities. Since that has happened, of course, we've come to here. Oh, there's Josh. Hey, Josh. We just introduced you. Oh, hey. So since that wonderful meeting in that living room, we have had a journey to get to where we are today, and it has involved many people. Many of you in this room know our story, and many of you might be new. So the best place to usually start is at the beginning. The handout that is on your table tells a lot about who we are, what we're doing, and what we are planning to do in the future. So the mission of the Academy of Children's Theater is to provide educational opportunities in the theater arts to young people here in this community. And we do that by classes, camps, and workshops, and also by productions where we put on full main stage productions. A little snippet of what you saw earlier, and you'll see again later. Last night I had the privilege of sitting in on a rehearsal for Beauty and the Beast, and it was what we call a sitz probe, the first time that the orchestra plays the music and the students and the cast sing along. And for this particular performance, the Mid-Columbia Youth Symphony is playing our pit. They're the orchestra for us. So I sat in a room where the average age in that room was 13, and the entire show was being put on, a full-length musical by children who were playing the violin and the tuba and singing and minor dance moves, because that's not what you do at Sitz Pro. But at 13, I was blown away. We're really looking forward to the show and to make that statement, because not only is it young people in theater, but it's young people in arts all across our great community. So front page tells you a little bit about what we do in case you're interested. And then on the inside, it tells you a little bit about our journey and why we've all called you here today. We have relocated ACT 6 times over the course of our history. We have we've rehearsed in fire stations, in churches, in that building that now sells marble, and the old Habitat for Humanity building. We found our home on Welshon Way in 2004. And at that point, it was an old trucking storage warehouse. And Gary Vandiver still comes by sometimes just to walk through and reminisce. But he sold us this building, and we told him we're going to make it a space where kids can come and find a home if they need it. We have renovated 2/3 of the building. It has a black box right now and 2 classrooms, some additional HVAC, and some bathrooms. And the goal of it will be able to add in a 300-seat performance theater. We are at our fundraising state where, when we hit our next milestones, we'll be able to start to break ground to do that. So, did somebody cheer? Right? Woo! As I'm sure you know, and of course I would like to also mention, there are several other theater projects happening in this community. And by doing all of those projects, we will only grow stronger. So always keep your eyes and ears peeled for the Vista Arts Performing Arts Center and also the link, because all of that just builds into what we can do as a theater community. We are now serving lunch, so we're going to take another little break and let you guys talk amongst yourselves as you enjoy some of your lunch. Kathy will be back with the program in a minute, and as I leave the podium, you will see all of my amazing behind-the-scenes tech skills as I play a video.
Hi, I'm Kathy Kelly. I'm standing at 213 Welshon Way in Richland, home of the Academy of Children's Theater. In this space, we serve children from a 100-mile radius in camps, classes, workshops, and 5 main stage performances annually. ACT purchased this building in 2004 and embarked on a 3-phase plan, which will culminate with the construction of a 300-seat auditorium in the back half of the building, currently used for storage. This is the location of our future 300-seat performance and teaching theater, ACT's 3rd and final phase of this building's renovation. This flexible, multi-use facility will be the permanent home for ACT performances. It will provide ongoing opportunities to educate youth on the vocation of theater and will further ACT's mission of commitment to youth theater arts education. When completed, ACT will feature a full performance theater, a black box studio theater, a professional sound and light booth, a green room with dual classroom function, ticket booth, and additional bathrooms.
Join us in completing the 3rd and final phase of ACT's home.
Together, we will make the Academy of Children's Theater a proud and prominent landmark in this community.
Thank you for supporting ACT.
As Ann said, we bought the building we are in now. I'm Kathy Kelly, and I'm a board member of ACT for the 2nd time in the 22 years. And I am also unofficially chairing the committee that is embarking on the goal that we had from the beginning to build a 300-seat theater at our current location. So we bought this building in 2004, the building we were in on Welshon Way. And we originally had to put up a firewall, and that's what formed the black box theater space that we have there that seats about 140 audience members. So when we bought that building, it was always the intention, and we bought that building primarily from a grant from Battelle at that time. So that got us in there and paid our mortgage for the first 5 years, I believe. And that was, it was always our intention to eventually build a 300-seat theater in the back space, which you saw in the video. It's a little bit hard to hear that video. So the reason we had that goal, and we have that goal, is because right now, currently, when we do our 5 main stage performances each year, we have to, for the larger shows, like Beauty and the Beast, that's coming up next weekend, we have to rent space at one of the schools in Richland, either Richland High School or Chief Joe Auditorium. And just to rent those spaces for rehearsals, and we can't get in until we're in dress rehearsals, and then just to rent those spaces is about $8,000. So you know that it really cuts into any money we make on these productions, because there's a lot of costs that go into putting on a production. The rights to use the script and the music, and then the space, which is anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000. So that was why we really wanted to build our own addition to our current home, so that we can have our productions, most of them, in that space. And we probably will still, for some of our bigger shows, we'll have to go off-site. And that's, again, primarily we will be able to use this theater for our productions. The other thing this allows us to do is, so many of our kids are not necessarily on stage. I think that was kind of the misconception in the beginning, that this is a theater for children and they all just go and put on their little plays. There's so much more involved with the Academy of Children's Theater and what the kids get out of this and our programs that we have there. And our classes and everything that we do there is centered around educating kids in arts in general. So if it's a child that doesn't necessarily want to be on stage, we teach them lights, sound, props, directing, assistant directing, producing, everything that goes into putting on a show. And so that's why we really want our own theater, so that they will see and learn firsthand how an actual functioning theater works. So that's really our goal. And when we moved in 2004, as I said, it was always our goal to eventually build this 300-seat theater. When the economy went a little bit kaput in 2008, it got put on the back burner. So we have revived this campaign in 2015. And this is really our first official kickoff fundraiser for this purpose. This program, I don't like to call it a capital campaign. This project was anchored by the Charlotte Martin Foundation, which gave us a $125,000 grant to begin moving toward our $1.5 million goal to build this theater. Now, $1.5 million is all the bells and whistles. So when we get to, we can probably make this theater happen at $800,000. Right now, currently, we have $250,000 in donations and pledges, and we are actively pursuing all kinds of grants, fundraising activities like this one today, so that we can get to the $300,000 mark, which will allow us to break ground. It will allow us to put in fire sprinklers and HVAC, and it will make that space occupiable, which means we can use it for classes leading up to the whole building of the entire theater. We can use it for events like this. We can occupy it, so we can actually have legal definition to be in that space. Here today is Bill Holstein. He is with MH Construction, and they are our general contractors. Thank you for being here, Bill. And so we already have our plans. You'll see on the back of your pamphlet, it's just kind of a facsimile of our drawings and what the space will look like. And that's our goal. That's where we're going. That's where we're headed. We have all kinds of classes year-round, but primarily in the summer we do non-stop classes. This year, thanks to Julie, our education director, and Josh and the whole staff, all those classes were sold out. And that really tells you where we're going is we're just building. We're bursting at the seams. So this is another reason why we really need this space, so that we can do our performances in there, we can do our classes in there, we can just further our goal of arts education for the kids of our community. A lot of our kids that are alumni have come through our programs and gone on to not necessarily theater endeavors, but all kinds of different careers. And we're going to show another quick video that is by our alumni that really puts home the point that these kids are accomplishing things in all areas in the United States and overseas. And a lot of them, it came from their confidence and the home they found years ago up to now at the Academy of Children's Theater. So we're going to show you this, let you continue your lunch, and I'll be back.
Hi, my name is Stephen Reed, and I love the Academy of Children's Theater.
I'm making this video because I'm only in New York City because of the Academy of Children's Theater.
ACT has always held a very special place in my heart. They have became my family, and they still to this day continue to be my family, whether I know the people there or not. I just know they're creating artists that are professional in everything they do, and creating artists that just love what they're doing.
I love ACT because it's where I grew up. I just love how open they are to helping you express your creativity. They always encourage me to try choreography, teaching classes, anything like that.
Some of the best memories I have about being a teenager in the Tri-Cities tie directly into ACT and what I got to do with them. The people I met, the mentors I found, the lessons I learned, I've kept with me the rest of my life.
There's no way I could be doing what I'm doing now without ACT. The confidence it takes to get up in front of kids and teach every day, the ability to think on my feet and be flexible and improvise all the time, along with the ability to integrate storytelling and the arts into education to make it more engaging and fun. I got all of those things from my years at ACT, and I'm so grateful.
ACT was definitely the beginning of all of this, you know, mom's driving you to rehearsals, and, you know, the great family that it provides, and the great friends that I still have from that program.
You will always have a very special place in my heart, and I am forever grateful.
Hi, my name's Graham Clem, and my very first Academy of Children's Theater production was A Christmas Carol in 1995. I can't thank Academy of Children's Theater enough. I can't overstate what a big part of my life ACT has been. Really made me fall in love with performing.
My first show was Winnie the Pooh, where I played Christopher Robin. Shocker, I know. There is no way that I could have gotten to where I am today without the confidence and collaboration skills that I learned while working on stage and behind the scenes with the Academy of Children's Theater. I am currently the speechwriter for United States Senator Maria Cantwell, and I know that I could not have gotten to this position without the many, many people at ACT who were pulling for me, teaching me, and being my mentors while I was growing up. So thank you, Academy of Children's Theater, and best of luck in the future.
So that's why we do what we do at Academy of Children's Theater. We really wanted to do this fundraiser today because we wanted it to be an easy, you know, how can we bring people together that care about the Academy of Children's Theater, that maybe know a lot about it or maybe just know a little about it, but want to see us further arts education for the kids of our community. So we wanted to make it easy so that we could educate all of you as to what this project is, so that we know you'll be out in the community. And that's why I'm thrilled that you're all here, because each one of you can go out in the community and you'll have a working knowledge of this is what the Academy is doing, and this is where they're growing, and this is what we're going to see in hopefully the near future. So what I want to do is ask you today, as soon as you're finished with your lunch, to our table captains will hand out donor cards and envelopes and pens, and you can write your check or fill out the card. Please fill it out completely. emails, everything on there that it asks for, so we can put that in our database. And I'm going to ask you to reach deep in your pockets today, because I'm so excited to have all of you in this room right now, and 100% of your donation will go to this project, our theater expansion project. And so today we are launching the Buy a Seat campaign. So for a $1,000 donation today, you can have your name on a seat in our new theater when we open it. And that is, if you pledge over 2 years, $42 a month off your credit card, or if you pledge over 1 year, it's $84 a month, or you can do a one-time donation, a one-time pledge for $1,000. If you would like to, during this process of filling out your form, everybody has a little theater chair in the middle of the table. So you can take that out. Inside there is a sticker that says, "I want a chair." So if you're going to be generous today and buy a chair, you can stick that sticker on your card, and as you fill it out, get it all filled out and put that sticker on. The other sticker in each chair is a "I took action." I hope you'll all wear that as you leave today and back to your places of work. And also a little kiss as a thank you. So we're hoping to just continue this fundraising effort. Please go out and talk about what we're doing. As Ann said, the other arts groups in the community are on similar campaigns that are a little longer duration. Ours is going to be probably the first to kick off the growth of the arts in our community. We are all working together. This is a group effort from all the different arts groups in the community to build up arts in general, so that we just have we already have a thriving community, and it's about time that we have actual spaces that support all of our endeavors. So reach deep into your pockets, make a big donation, help us get to our goal. We really hope to break ground in the next year, so let's make that happen. Thank you.
And just in case you forgot, it's all for the children. Come on up, children. Okay, it's you. So we have one final performance for you today. If you like what you see, we open next Friday at Richland High School doing, surprise, surprise, Beauty and the Beast. Tickets are available online and also at our office from 9 to noon, Monday through Thursday. Anyway, so if you guys would like to introduce yourselves too before you start singing, we would come on over. Maybe let us know, is this your first show? Is this your 17th show? What is your story?
Oh, okay.
At ACT.
Oh, at ACT. Okay, hi, I'm Chase Peterson, and this is my first show at ACT.
Hi, I'm Cleo Howell, and this is my, I don't know how many show at ACT.
Okay, break legs, break legs.
And this is a cast of about 63 for Beauty and the Beast. Wow.
You've been dreaming just one dream nearly all your life. Hoping, scheming, just one theme. Will you be a wife? Will you be some He-Man's property? Good news that He-Man's me. This equation, girl plus man, doesn't help just you. On occasion, women can have their uses too, mainly to extend the family tree. Pumpkin, extend with me. We'll be raising sons galore, each built 6'4", each one stuffed with every Gaston gene. You'll be keeping house with pride, each day gratified that you are part of this idyllic scene. Picture this, a rustic hunting lodge, my latest kill roasting over the fire, my little wife massaging my feet while the little ones play on the floor with the dogs. Oh, we'll have 6 or 7.
Dogs?
No, Belle. Strapping boys like me.
Imagine that.
I can see that we will share all that love implies. We shall be the perfect pair, rather like my thighs. You are face to face with destiny. All roads lead to the best things in life are all's well that ends with me. Escape me, there's no way, certain as Dore, Belle, when you marry. So, Belle, what'll it be? Is it yes or is it oh yes?
I just don't deserve you.
Who does? Me!